Sports fans trade baseball cards, bobbleheads, and the occasional insult. But what about trading shares of your favorite athlete? That is the idea behind OneSeason.com. And Mike Soroka, founder and CEO of OneSeason, is joining me now. Mike, good of you to be here. But people can actually wager money. So that is what sets this site apart and makes it different.
Well, we don't like to think that they wager
I know,
money,
I was
but
going
yes,
to say,
people
you
can
don't like saying
acquire and
wager.
trade these virtual shares of sports players.
All right, well, go ahead. But you can actually put money at stake on your favorite players.
Correct, and it is a lot like baseball cards without the piece of cardboard, and we are giving sports fans the ability to compete and interact with each other.
Mike, the reason that when I said the word wager is because the issue is, to many, it does sound like gambling, which would be illegal. Why is this not?
Well, I guess when you try to define gambling, gambling is typically considered a game that is determined primarily by chance. And there's some end event and typically definable odds. This is a free market system driven solely by supply and demand and trades in perpetuity. Users come and go as they please and determine their own experience.
Right, and you essentially buy ownership interest in players who trade on the exchange. How do you determine who goes public and who doesn't?
We call them synthetic ownership interests,
Okay.
and again, they're virtual goods. And the market determines who's issued, when they're issued, and the value of each issue. So there's a demand pull system.
Well, who doesn't have a stock? Who doesn't have shares? Which player, which athletes, even famous athletes, don't trade yet?
Well, we just launched about 3.5 months ago, and so there's only roughly 50 players available in the system right now. So there's quite a few that are not available yet.
Like Ben Roethlisberger? Can you trade, buy shares of Ben yet?
Big Ben's IPO, which is an initial player offering, was issued yesterday morning before the Super Bowl.
Thank you. Who else from maybe the opposing team? The losers?
Fitzgerald was made available probably about a week prior.
Okay. All right, Mike, how many users do you have, people using OneSeason.com so far, and how do you make money?
We haven't disclosed that number, but it's measured in the tens of thousands. And the revenue model for us is it's a transaction-based model, so we earn a trading commission on all of the trading activity and also earn interest on client funds.
Who is the most valuable sports figure on the site?
Well, it bounces around, but it seems to be usually LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and sometimes Michael Jordan as well.
And who is the least valuable? Maybe who's the biggest bargain?
Two different questions. I don't know the answer and wouldn't want to try to give advice.
And what about Michael Phelps?
Not available on the system. We're covering the big four U.S. sports, which are football, basketball, baseball, and hockey.
All right, Mike. Thanks so much for being here. Mike Soroka with OneSeason.com. Indeed. And this breaking news from the Wall Street Journal, Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner will lay out plans to tackle the financial crisis in a speech next week. More details to come in the next hour with Tom and Cheryl. Hey, guys.
Did you talk about Kurt Warner just now in that interview, Dagan? I'm just kind of curious right now.
No, I just
because I'm all right, everybody.
I was
okay.
Fitzgerald.
Dark blue. I thought you were going to wear black today.
We talked about Ben. I'm sorry.
Tough night. Tough night. Oh, they played a great